Greetings everyone, Joseph James here, schooltrade.com, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, 2010. Here's your live trading recap. If you're with us in the morning, guys, in the room this morning, we had a great day in the room. Another back-to-back-to-back winning day here in the room. Talk about that in a second, though. I want to remind you guys about that, our new blog. Our blog has all the information we talk about every day, placed nice and orderly there in the blog, and we have a search box here. Just type in whatever term, whatever technique, whatever information you're looking for in that search box, and that will take you right to the location on our blog. So it makes it very easy to find stuff. Want to learn more about market profile, maybe about tape reading, want to learn more about our breaker pattern, type that stuff into the search box there, guys. And the link for this blog is right below the video. It will take you right there. And when you're there, don't forget, subscribe to our blog. That way you get all the new videos that are posted every single day. Now, we took 4 trades today. You wouldn't really know that because we put over $1,100 in our pocket today, over 100 ticks in the door today. The euro gave us a little bit more of a benefit there with 12.50 per tick on the euro. But as you can see, 4 trades, 4 winners. We haven't seen this in a long time. We usually have a couple scratches or a loss mixed in there. But all week this week, we've had a pretty good week. Today was probably the easiest day out of the week. Monday was a challenge. Yesterday was a little bit of a challenge. But today it seemed like everything was really rolling for us here in the room. We've got close to 2,700 USD already this month, guys. Our goal of 10,000 on 4 contracts. I think we're going to hit it this month. We'll keep you guys posted. Let's see here. What's the most important thing that happened today? Well, we woke up this morning, 7:45, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and we heard lots of chatter about, of course, Moody's and Fitch, right, all downgrading other countries. And, of course, Portugal was the one on the chopping block this morning. A lot of chatter about Portugal. And, of course, if you're watching the news this morning, you're seeing riots and fires burning out of control in Greece. And, of course, there's lots of talk about the dollar jumping, the euro crumbling, right, the crude oil dropping, the gold moving up. I mean, there was so much going on today. Whew, right? Slow it down, right? Slow down. Right? This is why I don't watch the news. Okay, this is why I watch SportsCenter, right? Watch some soccer replays rather than watching the guys on CNBC. Because they get us all riled up, right? We start thinking to ourselves, boy, I've got to get short here. I've got to be trading long here. I've got to be taking advantage of this stuff. The guys on the news tell me there's riots in Greece and the dollar's dropping and this is going, right? Slow down. All right, guys? I've never met a trader, right, that consistently makes money by doing whatever the news guys tell them to do. All right, guys, so believe me, right, if those guys on the TV set, if they were really that good, they wouldn't be on that TV set at 5 o'clock in the morning. All right, trust me, all right, guys, they'd be broadcasting from their private yacht. So don't believe everything you guys hear. And remember, guys, the patterns and the rules make us money. So follow them, right? Don't follow the so-called experts out there, right? They tell us whatever's going to sell newspapers. We need to settle down and follow our rules. Now, if there's right, hell in a handbasket out there going on, if we got all kinds of things happening out there, we can quiet things down and focus on those rules. And that's exactly what we did today, right? Forget the chaos in the background. Focus on price action. Now, of course, we always start each day by watching the dollar. And today, the dollar really continued its upward trend here. You can see by not much need to tell you guys on that. We can see the dollar here trending up. We had a little bit of a sideways market there coming into midnight over the overnight session, but as you can see, the upward trend here continued. Now, when we see the upward trend like that continuing, we know, get ready, this could be a busy day, right? Sideways market in the dollar is going to be a sideways market everywhere else. Dollar trending, you better believe it. We're in store for a roller coaster this morning, and that's pretty much what we got, right? Dollar moving up. We, of course, look at a negative correlation on the crude. The first thing we noticed this morning was crude was selling off real early today. In fact, crude dropped, what, $3, something like that? Boy, all those soccer moms out there filling up their minivans are going to be loving this cheap gas here. We dropped all the way below the 80 even level by the time we were done with this move here. We were able to grab potentially 3 moves out of this, and I want to show you guys kind of what happened here. Now, we initially had the first move come here, 835. This is the crude fast time frame. You'll see the first move here up top, right? This came in at 835. This is a breaker pattern short. And this breaker pattern short, we just barely missed it. As you guys know, we get our stuff going, right? We get our mental prep, our tech prep going, you know, about 8:15, 8 o'clock, and we just were finishing things up. We hadn't gotten to the crude yet, and by the time we finished things up, we noticed we had missed that trade. So it's kind of frustrating, right? Because we saw we had missed a big 30-tick winner, right? 80.90 down here to 80.60. So a big 30-tick winner there, easy to see there. Lots of big sellers, big 30-tick winner, but we weren't in it. So what do? We waited for the next one to come up. We bounced off these lows, Now 20 minutes later now, here at 8:52, we see this same pattern. We break below red line, the support, we mark up our swing low, we break below that swing low for your breaker pattern short. 80.50 was the fill. We've got our first profit target filled at +4, got filled at +5 for it. Our second target at +8, and then we trailed that stop all the way down, locking in more and more profit. +5, +8, +24. Told them up, 2 off at 5, 2 off at 8. I'm sorry, 1 off at 8, 1 off 24. There's 43 ticks. So the first trade of the morning here, we had plenty of padding now for our account. So we bring in 430 USD. Guys, if you're trading one lot right now, a 24 tick move, that's 250 bucks, guys. And all you need is $1,000 in your account. That's a 25% return on one trade. And we're in it for about 5.5 seconds. Then, of course, we continue coming back to the downside. We bounce off the low of day here. And we see here, for example, a two-step pattern long. Now, we took this two-step, but this two-step was actually the mild two-step. The second two-step, we actually came crumbling back down a little bit more. The second two-step was the big winner here. We took the first one. The second one came at 9 o'clock just as crude was opening up. So at 9 o'clock, when crude opens up, I couldn't take it. This is the one we took, though, here at 8:56, just before 9 o'clock. Again, a two-step pattern long. What we're looking for here is a bounce off these lows. Now, notice we hadn't seen the bounce off the lows yet, right? So we hadn't really had a chance to grab this two-step pattern yet until just before 9 o'clock. So we waited for price action to come all the way down. We waited for price action to bounce off the low of day here. And as you can see, things start slowing down a little bit. We get a little bit choppy here. We mark up our swing high, and we look for a bounce off those lows. Now, of course, we were looking for that because we expected if this thing's going to keep dropping like this, we expect at least at some point somebody will take profit here, and taking profit will result in that bounce off those lows. Like I said, this 10-tick winner, of course, we got a winner out of this, right? +4, +1, 2 off at 4, 2 off at 1. 10 ticks, 100 USD. So we locked up our profit on this. We made money on it. But what you don't see here is at 9 o'clock, about 3 minutes later, this thing stair-stepped down and then gave us that big bounce. So we just barely missed it. It happened at 9 o'clock. Of course, that's when the crude oil market is opening up, which is why we couldn't take that trade. But as you can see, we missed the first big move here. So we could have easily put 30, 40 ticks in our pocket the first move. We put 30, 40 ticks in our pocket the second move, and then 10 ticks. So we got 44 ticks, as you can see here, only about an hour into the day.